let's talk about South Africa.
Hmm.
Everybody has been asking, are they truly going to lose these points? Smilai, you've been talking about it. I know that you've been watching different people talk about it, people with more knowledge than the both of us. So, can we answer the people now? Will South Africa be deducted 3 points for playing Mokoena, or will they not?
I can tell you that they have been judged the 3 points already. Announcement is imminent. So for me, the rule is the rule, and it's sad that despite that, I don't know South Africa. I don't, because the banter is becoming too much, and we cannot even engage with you in banter because our friend is Ghana, not you, because they have been sending DM and everything. Want to banter Nigeria, want to do Zimbabwe too is bantering Nigeria. See, I don't know what is. I don't know why they are doing all those things. But what I'll just say basically is this: it's unfair that we want to enter through the back door. But if there's no road in front, if the back door is open, why not? Why not? Why
Hmm.
not enter through the back door? So one thing you're not allowed to do in football is that you cannot cheat. You can cheat. And the moment you actually FIFA, that the governing body, they have the responsibility to actually uphold the rule of the game. Except if cannot uphold the rule of the game, it's going to bring everything to what to distribute, and actually the whole thing is going to be in commotion. Then at the end of the day, we will know who is who again. So it's very important that they can make a statement here. I've been listening to South African people too. They also having what counter argument that they did not lodge the complaint 24 hours. Please, the reason why FIFA put 24 hours there is that in a tournament that you will playing every three games, you have to. It's not a qualifier. 2 hours, 3 24. It's not in a tournament that you don't have enough space because, for example, now you play game today in 3 or 4 days time. You're also playing another game again. So they don't have
Decisions
that
have
time.
to be made fast.
Yes, it has to be made fast. So this one is different. And one funny thing is that FIFA changed the rule in 2023
Hmm.
that even if you don't complain, they have the right to investigate a game for that has been played in 2 years.
Hmm.
They can go back and check it. And I can tell you that they've already sent their query even before we start talking on social media. That why did he play? Because anytime a player is suspended, it's automated mail to them that he's suspended. Just like when you buy something on Amazon, you get a receipt. Oh, thank you. Similar one too. So and it's just like that. And I actually felt for them. And the issue about the player, they made an argument about parking tickets. You drive, this thing. If they give you a parking ticket today, and they give you another one in 3 days time, you will know how many parking tickets you have now. That
Hmm.
if I get a third one, they might collect my points for my driving license. So we know that.
Hmm.
So that was the analogy they used for that player too. That if you know that you are on 2 yellow cards too, you should be able to at least help your organization and inform them that this and that. I don't argument, but the boy is playing Champions League. The boy is playing everywhere. How will you keep? No, no, you know where you keep your money. So that is when the suspension of the players might also come into play. But about paying $6,000 and also 3 point deduction is already gone.
Hmm. Hmm. I mean, I will say this from a player's point of view. While I can understand that it is not the duty of the player to keep track of their yellow cards,
Mm-hmm.
yes, I agree. But at the same time, you can also be responsible enough to know when you are suspended and when you are not.
Not yes,
The
yes,
team manager should be aware.
yeah.
I don't necessarily even put any blame on the coach, to be honest. The
Mm-hmm.
coach is, see, a lot of coaches tell you they are not interested in all the things that are happening behind the scenes. Their
Mm-hmm.
own is to put the best 11 players on the field and to
Mm-hmm.
get the result.
Yeah.
So I cannot even say the coach should be counting yellow cards, but the
Mm-hmm.
team manager, the team administrator has to
Mm-hmm.
know who is suspended and
Mm-hmm.
who is not. You just have to know.
Mm-hmm.
It is at that level, running an organization at that level, it is
Mm-hmm.
not something that is excusable.
Mm-hmm.
I remember even in my job, I've worked a very relatively high level role in a company before. And
Mm-hmm.
I remember even things like when these people started fighting war, Israel and this thing, all of a sudden now, shipping is taking longer than it's supposed to take because uh, ships have to go through a different route. Now he's adding 1 2 weeks to the journey. I remember
Yeah.
my Oga was vexing for me. And I remember I'm thinking like, I don't know that they will start war now. And
Uh-huh.
and he's telling me, well, you should have thought about this. And
Uh-huh.
that's just the way it is when you are running a high level project at a serious organization. You have to be
Uh-huh.
aware of everything that is going on, especially
Yeah.
things that are predictable, things that are
Mm-hmm.
within your control, and things that happened a while ago. Because it's not even as if, oh, maybe he had the yellow card in the first game and you only had 3 days and some. He had the yellow card in the previous window. So you should have
Mm-hmm.
been very well aware. And while I think it is quite shameful to us that we need this kind of help to qualify or to potentially even have a good chance of qualifying, hey, at this point, they say beggars cannot be choosers. I'll take it. Any
Mm-hmm.
help that we can get, I will take
Mm-hmm.
it. Obviously, the important thing is that we still have to go to South Africa and we
Mm-hmm.
have to get 3 points when we play them in South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
We
Mm-hmm.
cannot bank on them dropping points against other people. I'm not saying it's impossible, but we
Mm-hmm.
cannot be banking on that. We
Mm-hmm.
have to go there and do a job. And of course, we have to win our other matches.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said on your show on Friday, I think. See, the good thing is that it seems like everything is in our hands now.
Yeah.
Because by the time they deduct their 3 points, they deduct 3 goals, they remove their goal difference, it plays in our favor. It's in our
Uh-huh.
hands. We
Hmm.
can get it done. But can we be sure? Can we beat our chest and say that this same team that could not beat Zimbabwe home and away, this same team that was drawing against Lesotho, can we actually beat our chest and say the team will go on and win our remaining 4 games? Like, what do you think?
Yes, I think so. I think so. To be honest with you too, I didn't expect Eric Shell to win the 6 games when he came. I knew that there's going to be a slip up somewhere. I knew that it might be the game against Zimbabwe or the game against Lesotho. I know that. Nigerians, and we know if you know the psyche of the Nigerian player, you know exactly they got carried away. When they won the game against Rwanda, they were like, oh yeah, come on, yeah. I was like, come on, it's just half time. I know, but I think that she was over celebrated. But I can tell you that what did not really go well. I cannot say some things here because it's online. A lot of people actually were listening. I had some conversation with some people too about that game, and some things went wrong against Zimbabwe. And I can tell you that we'll go into that one too later. Coach Eric Shell is trying to correct those things. When you just handle these guys now for the first time, when you are talking to somebody now and on the phone, hello, hello, hello. But when that person comes to your house, you know that person's character very well. That's how it is now. So this boy is now, it's not a phone matter now. You don't see them for 10 days. You don't know type of personalities that they have, and you know the person that they will not call again. So for me, I think that this team will beat South Africa. The way we won against Rwanda, will beat South Africa in Johannesburg.
Hmm, hmm. The way
Yes.
we
And
got
let me tell you something.
the way we won against Rwanda will beat South Africa in
South
Joburg.
Africa in
Okay.
Johannesburg. And I said it's one of our easiest games because if you look at it, so I'm sorry, South Africa, but before Lesotho game, they were having +3. No, before the when before cancel the results first. They will cancel the results first. When they cancel the results, so the +2 they have against Lesotho, that their +5 goes to +3. They will now award 3-0 to Lesotho. So it's not going to be they're going to be
Zero
on
goal
zero.
difference.
Zero goes different. It's a massive blow. And we can tell you, if they lose, they will play for a draw. They do. That's why I've asked South Africa play for a draw before in my life. I don't see them defending. No, no, no. They will come out.
Is
And
their natural
it's
instinct
their
to do
natural is they will come out. And that coming out will be their greatest undoing, you will see.
it. Hmm, hmm.
Not
Okay.
coming out. You see, before you leave on for this topic, the teams that you see them play well against Africa, let's check them very well. You saw Mali play well against Africa. You saw Cape Verde play well against Africa, and you also DR Congo play well against Africa. There's something that team have in common. You will see that Super Eagles, copy that template again when we play against Joburg in Joburg again in September.
Hmm, hmm. I mean, the good thing is that it's in our hands now.
It's in our
If
hands.
if we don't qualify, we cannot blame anybody. We cannot make
Everybody,
any excuses. If
yeah.
we don't qualify, it only means that we did not deserve to qualify.
Mm-hmm.
But please, any Super Eagles player that is watching this, now beg, I dey beg, I beg, qualify. I want
Mm-hmm.
to watch my country play at the
Mm-hmm.
World Cup.
Yeah, and the
I
World
want
Cup.
to be in the stadium supporting you guys. A
Mm-hmm.
World Cup has never been this close to me in my life before.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not able to go and watch my country, I'll be so sad. I don't want to, it's not Ghana I want to watch.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Please.
it's not Egypt. So sorry, I see. Before we move on from this matter, let me just keep. You mentioned something about us to rely on South Africa to drop points again. After beating them, that we have to be careful. Get our results.
Mm,
One of Nigeria big. Let me just say, Rafael Teboho. He went to interview once. No, they know themselves now. So when he spoke to his member official, that but how far you guys are already last. Why are you acting like a spoiler here? He said what he observed from his response was that they are pushing Kusafa agenda. They
mm,
came against Nigeria to play for South Africa.
mm,
So indirectly, we're going to play South Africa twice.
mm. When we play against Lesotho and when we
And
play
also,
against.
yes, you will go with South Africa. You will see them needing a win, but they will park the bus. Just wait.
Hmm,
Because they will still have a chance to qualify. But they will need a win, they will park the bus. You will see.
hmm.
So we are playing against Africa twice now. That's my this.
Real K says, I don't see us beating South Africa. That
Don't worry.
comment is coming from Real K.
Screen. If we South Africa, give me $1,000, and I will share it here.
Very good. Charles says, LOL IoT, Zimbabwe is a decent team. They are just like Niger on the standing. Potentially, they're supposed to be second or third in the group, not last. Charles, this is where I'm going to have to disagree with you.
Mhm.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Zimbabwe are a decent team, but this is like Liverpool drop points against Leicester City, then come and tell you about how Leicester City is a decent team. Oh, they have good players. They have Ndidi. They have Vardy. They have Van Nistelrooy as coach. When you are supposed to be a big team, you have to get the job done. You cannot like don't. There's no team that is supposed to just come and lie down for you to walk over them. But you are supposed to show your superiority. The other countries that are going to be contesting with us at this tournament, more often than not, they show their superiority when they face teams that on paper are distance away from them. So I
Mhm.
think we should be able to do the same thing. We often joke about it, Smith, like whenever we like, when last the Nigeria score plenty goals, and we always laugh it's against Sao Tome because that's the only team that we've been able to just go there and beat them comfortably. Other
Yeah.
than maybe the 3-0 that we beat Benin, you know.
Mhm.
But for the most part, we don't control and show our dominance in these games. We might have the ball, have the ball, have the ball, but we know that the way a lot of teams play football today, they are very willing to give up possession. Look at
Mhm.
Nottingham Forest today. Again, Man U fans will hate me, but look at Nottingham Forest today. Bruno wants to be passing, passing, passing.
Mhm.
Let Man U have the ball. We'll hit you on the counter. Elanga, run and finish. And 1-0, and they saw out the results. They don't need to score more goals.
Yeah.
Awoni, their striker, only had one shot in the whole match because
Yeah.
they were not playing on the front foot. They did not care. So a team like Zimbabwe knows that if they can be compact, they can defend and hit us on the counter, they have a chance. But it's up to Nigeria with all the talents we have, with all the quality we have. We had more than enough chances to kill that game off, but we didn't,
Mhm.
and we let them be in the game. So we cannot come back and now use the excuse of, well, Zimbabwe are a decent team. Well, they are also fighting. Everybody is fighting, but you have to show yourself. Morocco
Mhm.
don't give excuses when they blow teams out the park. We need to be doing stuff like that. You
Yeah.
know, even I again waiting they pay me pass be say Ghana they qualify for this World Cup. The way things are going, Ghana look like they want to qualify, and Nigeria will not be there. I have too many Ghanaian friends. Oh.
Sorry, can I just answer this guy? This I don't know if it's Ada
At that
J3.
J3.
Ada J3. He did use super chat, but who complained when Nigeria played Sheu? Nobody complained.
Mm,
Algeria did not complain. The match commission did not complain. They just saw in me after the game that why did Sheu play?
mm,
So it's even Lesotho did not complain. Nobody complained. Nigeria did not complain. FIFA already picked it up on Monday. It came on their data. They played on Friday. It came up on Monday. They showed on Monday. So when we were making noise here, with the total withdrawing petition, trying to create content and everything. See, people already picked it up. You just waiting for South African query. Okay, come and answer. Why the boy play?
mm.
Maybe the boy forgot his phone at home. The intention is not there. It's automatic. Nobody complained. Ojai don't complain. Match commission don't complain. Nobody complained. Nigeria went with pictures of sick technical director that he could not check his email. That's the reason why. See, they slammed the ban for this thing.
Mm.
The only thing is that
We're just lucky enough that we had already secured the points that we needed to
yeah,
qualify.
you know what happened? Sheu did not play in that series. So Sheu played in the preliminary series against Swaziland
Mm.
about 2 years ago, just like the same this one. Similar situation.
Mm.
Let me tell you something, eh? Well, don't worry. When the announcement comes, we're going to come and discuss it again.
You cannot afford to forget.
Ah.
You cannot afford to
You
forget.
cannot afford to forget to. You're not
Mm.
afford to forget to. Why are you a player? You have managers now. Why can't you IoT? And you take care of that business now.
I mean, only. In fact, I'm even doing discounts right now.
Yes.
1,005 per
Mm-hmm.
month in
Mm-hmm.
euros.
Mm-hmm.
We do the job for you. Discounted
Yeah.
rate 1.5.
Yeah.